Hello, my friends. Today I will tell you about the relationships and about the one of the most important laws of the relationships, which is called give and take. And for those who is watching my video for the first time, I will be happy to introduce myself. My name is Virgil Alana, first of all, and I'm a family constellations consultant, and family constellations deals with unblocking and healing the family inherited programs and scenarios that block the person on the path of self-realization and living a happy life. I'm also an astrologer, Jyotish astrologer, numerologist, yoga and meditation practitioner, and I'm here to help people to fix their long-lasting issues. They can be inherited, they can be developed, and the issues may relate to stress, may relate to the relationships, emotions, feelings, different circumstances in life that where you might feel stuck. And the techniques that I'm using are there to provide very fast and effective help. So today I will tell you about the relationships and why is it so important to give and take, and what kind of balances, what kind of equations exist in the relationships when we speak about give and take. So there are both positive and negative exchanges. Let's speak about the positive exchange first of all. So for example, imagine there is a couple and one of the partners is giving a lot of love. So that giving a lot of love comes as a huge portion to another partner, which may feel the pressure of giving something in exchange. And we are speaking now about the positive exchange. So that giving a lot may motivate the other partner to give a little bit more because of the gratitude, because of the feeling happy and satisfied. And the dimension, the exchange that we're seeing here, that one gives more and the other responds in giving even more, what it does, it actually increases the potential of love and happiness in the relationships, because no matter how much I give, I'm receiving more, and that actually motivates me to give even more. So that exchange is called positive exchange, and that give and take leads to the increase of love and happiness in the relationships. Now let's see, if one partner is giving less than he or she receives, so that creates a deficiency in the relationships, and that deficiency of love and happiness in the exchange leads to the basically the relationships suffers from the deficiency of love and happiness of that energy, and that's why that suffering causes that the relationship may either break or both partners will be dissatisfied. Now let's imagine that people decided just to give and take as much as they receive and give, and that balance is called equal, right? I want to be equal in relationships. If you give me that much, I am responding with the same. Or if you're giving me less, I am responding with the same. So in that exchange, there is no development of the relationship because there is no effort to support the positive exchange. And only within the positive exchange, the relationship grows, because in order for us to grow, in order for anything to grow, there should be an effort. There should be something more, something extra. Like for example, if you're like a sports person, you know that if you are staying on the same level of all the time, if you are not adding some more load, some more challenge, the body won't be developing. You will be staying on the same level. In a relationship, it's the same thing. If you are adding more positivity, if you're adding more love, more care, more attention, that will be developing the relationships in a positive on a positive side. But if you are taking, or if the person is taking more than giving, that kills the relationships, because the amount of love and attention becomes less and less and less, and then that exhausts the relationship, and the relationship may break. Now let's imagine that one person is doing we're not talking about giving less or giving or taking less, right? If the person is giving something negative, like criticism, dissatisfaction, something that kills the relationship, if there is something like negative, something harming, if one of the partners is giving something harming, so that may cause an actual breakdown. So the relationship may break right away because there is no positive exchange at all, and that negative exchange, giving something negative, causes the trauma, causes the pain that actually creates an obstacle, right? And that obstacle requires a different approach. So now, what to do if that's happening? If somebody is giving you something negative and you would like to be in a relationship with a person, but you cannot tolerate that negativity. So the balance here, because we are speaking about give and take, the response should be giving pain back, but in a lesser level. Like, for example, if somebody is telling you something negative, you need to respond back, but with less pain. Like, basically, if speaking like in percentage, right? If somebody is causing you 100% pain, give back 90%. And that will actually create the positive exchange, because if you're giving less pain than you receive, first of all, you have the ability to reestablish your resources back. You get back your resources that have been attacked, right? And at the same time, you don't feel guilty because you didn't do more harm. And of course, we're not speaking about criminal situations, the situation where the life is in risk. We're just speaking about basic social exchanges where you might not get enough gratitude, or you might be hearing criticism about the positive actions that you are doing, or there can be a lack of understanding and maybe some negligence or arrogance, things like that. Basically, we're speaking about emotional, psychological, or social aspects of the relationships when somebody is doing something wrong to you, or you are doing something wrong to someone. So in order to rebalance those relationships, if you're giving 100% of negative, be okay with accepting 90% of the negativity. If another example would be, for example, when a child, for example, is doing something wrong and the parent is restricting, that restriction should not be higher than the action itself. So it shouldn't be the 150% of punishment for the action which caused just 100%. You know what I mean? So don't give more pain than you receive in this case. And I'm calling it pain, but it's not an actual pain. It's just give and take. So criticism, right? If we're speaking about criticism, if you're feeling that you got 100% of criticism, was like you're feeling 100% of pain, so give back like a little bit less of a criticism, for example. Okay? And that will balance the relationship in a negative aspect, but then it will allow you to start the positive exchange, because the partner who is receiving less of negativity that he gives or she gives may feel gratitude. And even if not, then by lowering the portion of the negativity, because the exchange, how it goes, usually what we give, we receive. And if you give less pain, then you are supposed to receive less pain. If you're giving even less, and then you're going to receive even less, and then you start giving more love, and then you start receiving more love. Okay, so that's the dynamics of the exchange of give and receive. But the main idea here is that give and receive has to be in balance in order to maintain the relationships, whether it's positive or negative. It has to be in balance. And if you would like to develop the relationships in a positive way, then give more love. And that will, if your partner is psychologically healthy and there is no trauma, then it will motivate the partner to give you more love. And if you're seeing that the partner is giving you less, then it has to be rebalanced for the purpose of the development. So you may negotiate different strategies on how to love more and how to exchange love in a higher scale, so that the love exchange increases and negativity exchange decreases. And again, the rule for negativity: if somebody is negative towards you, Give back less negativity than you receive. If someone is positive towards you, give back more love, more attention, and more care. And by doing so, you will motivate more love and care and happiness in your life. And by not motivating the negativity, by giving less negativity in return to more negativity, you will motivate lesser negative exchange, but will motivate higher positive exchange. And the rule here that the relationships require balance of give and take. Never forget about it, because sometimes it happens that people try just to forgive and do nothing in return. For example, if somebody is doing something wrong to you and you do nothing in return, the other partner may consider it as something not serious, because there is in no reaction, there is lack of importance. Okay, and the partner may feel, oh, it's no longer important. And if you're not acting, what happens? It may end the relationships. That's all. So if you would like to continue the relationship when somebody is doing something wrong to you and you still would like to be in a relationship with them, give back, but less pain. Okay, give back. Don't keep that pain within yourself. You have to give back. But again, we're not speaking about the situations where the life is in danger or about criminal things. It's about normal, healthy social interactions. So I hope that was interesting and useful for you. For those who joined me later, so just listen to the video from the beginning so you can understand what we have discussed today. And if you have any questions or need any assistance with unblocking your internal maybe fears or some blockages, like emotional blockages that do not allow you to grow in the relationships, to feel happy and satisfied, please book a consultation with me and I will be happy to assist you with that. All the best to you, and I will be looking forward to seeing you in my future videos.